Earlier, we met Mr. Rob Tañedo, a visionary artist whose passion for the arts led to the creation of Herencia, a hub that has become a pillar of Davao's flourishing art scene. Now, let's take a closer look at how this art space continues to nurture, support, and inspire a growing community of creatives across Mindanao.
I think the difference between a gallery and an art space is more flexible in tuning into what the artist would want the exhibit to be. Actually, we don't choose any artist or preferences. If you're interested to already showcase your work, let's talk about it, just based as simple as that. We're not that difficult. But of course, we review the body of work of the artist. Sometimes they would request sometimes to go solo exhibition, but we feel the works are not yet ready, so we advise them to join either a group show or make it a 2-man or 3-man show, basically. So we do give sound advices. So whatever difficulty they might have in an exhibit, we provide to them, like the panels, even the write-ups. We do provide write-ups because sometimes it's the challenge for the artist. But in the process also, we teach them how to do it, because we would expect that later on they will do it themselves. It's not just the vision of the gallery, but the vision of the artist comes into place.
Dagan kang challenge na yun, ma-enjoy ka, may dagan ka, hindi lang kayo dagan ka ma-connect, labi na sa experience, ma-encounter ni mo sa kuwan, yan na makabuo ka sa isa ka piece na isa ka dagdag sa imuang perspective.
Artist is a bearer of conscience and truth. So sometimes what the society tends not to say, or to that the artist projects into his works. The one who articulates the humanity itself.
Sa Herencia, experience na ko, kami grabe kayong support. Grabe, blessed kami, thankful kayo. Welcome kayo. Kanina gallery, dili lang support ni sa tanan art, genres, tanan klaseng art style. Masig controversial pa na imong trabaho, walay kwan din sa Herencia. Dawat nga support na tanan para so makuan sila tanan ng mga ubang artist ma-promote yung kwan nila. Labi na sa mga young one artist, gina-support.
Do your work and also look at other people's work. It's not comparing, but more gauging yourself where you are as an artist or as a creative. Also join, if there are readily available open calls for an exhibition, give it a try. You never know, you might be selected.
Mindanao is distinct versus state in the sense that it's different from even the humor and the culture is different from other places of your world. So the struggle is we are at the far end of the Philippines, so you'll see the power of Manila. So it's very difficult to project the Mindanaoan's work. Unless lions don't tell their story, the hunters would always be the heroes. It's about time that Mindanaoans tell their story.
We're so grateful kasi there are also people who actually believes on the new generation artists, especially ngayon na when we talk about artists, hanggang dyan lang sila sa canvas. But the way you see right now dito if you look around, you can actually see that there are artists who are good at arts and crafts and other avenues in the arts.
Actually, that's the good thing about Mindanao, because I think we're deeply rooted to our heritage and culture, and that makes it unique by itself. But also, in us exposing ourselves to the world, we also get ingrained with a more global approach to our pieces, but not forgetting our identity. I think that is the strength of a Mindanaoan artist. It's really our identity and our make use of our heritage to be our roots, to be able to create our pieces of work. On our 5th year, which will happen in 2026, we are looking forward to actually going beyond La Herencia as a space. We plan to go to different locations, which we started actually last year already when we joined the Gateway Art Fair. But we want more of that because we feel we also are obligated to look for the audience for our artists. Sometimes the audience is not here, it could be in another place. So we bring them along with us so that they will be able to discover other audiences for their artworks. I envision everyone to be able to do what they want to do and also be open to other artists coming in Mindanao and have a strong collaboration and an exchange basically of different points of view and culture. That they are able to appreciate art better and be inspired, that they themselves would look into their own creative side.
When an artist creates, they leave fragments of their heart and soul in every brushstroke, every line, and every artwork they bring to life. But to build a space where fellow creatives can freely express themselves and share their visions with the world, that is a true gift to the art community. Through the dedication and passion of Mr. Rob Tañedo, La Herencia has become a beacon for Mindanao's thriving art scene. A space born from an artist's love for his craft, it stands ready to welcome yet another Alampat. In the heart of Davao City, along F. Torres Street lies the La Herencia Davao Arts and Events Pavilion. La Herencia is more than just an event space. It is a sanctuary for creativity, a home for the artworks born from the talented hearts and minds of Mindanaoan artists. Here, art finds not just a wall to be displayed on, but a community that embraces and nurtures it. At the core of this thriving hub is Mr. Rob Tañedo, an artist with a vision, one that dreams big for Mindanao's art scene. Through La Herencia, he has created a space where passion meets purpose, giving artists a platform to share their stories with the world.
Hi, I'm Rob Tañedo. I'm the property manager and art events manager of La Herencia Davao. I started when I was young because our family is a family of artists. But I distinctly remember I started when I was 3. But it was not my course in college because I was expected to become a doctor. I was a BS Biology graduate of De La Salle University, but I have also a master's in business administration in the Ateneo de Davao University. My passion in the arts made me join organizations that will cater to my creative side. I was a member of Malate Literary Folio and also Plaridel. Ang Pahayag Plaridel is the Filipino newspaper of De La Salle University, where I became also the art editor. And right after that, I was supposed to enter med school, but I decided to have my first solo exhibit and everything falls into place after that one. This is my work. I'm more of a sculptor. So this one is based on a comic book character that I really like. The artist is David Mack, and he actually created a comic book about a female assassin. So basically what I did, it's supposed to be there's a tattoo that is starting to go out of her body, basically. The one that inspired me to discover the La Herencia art space is my students. I would always say that because I remember when I was still teaching in college, my student would ask, where will we go after we graduate? I mean, we do have galleries in Davao, but I think we need more. So I think being part of this community would help me to be able to showcase my student. Actually, we were established during the pandemic, so number one, that was the main challenge. So we do allow exhibition during that time, but limited audience. and we just hang the work because it's really different if you see the work personally. So we followed to all the protocols. So slowly we were able to build it up. So this one is our foyer, and this is the biggest art space for display, on display. It's 109 square meters, also with a high ceiling. The biggest number that we were able to exhibit here at one point is 300 artworks. And it was done in the gallery, saloon style, wherein you get to see the work from top to bottom, basically, with the panels. The world becomes uncomfortable. Actually, it's a nod. We had an exhibit before in 2017. The public becomes uncomfortable. And we were just, how many at that time? 15 artists. This time, we have more than 60 artists exhibiting. So it's a bigger approach. So we call it the world becomes uncomfortable this time. So the minute you step in, you are bombarded with works with very heavy visuals and colors. How do we evolve? Sometimes something uncomfortable happens. So that's the one thing that is important. We just don't rely on status quo. We need to move forward. So it could be a good thing or a bad thing, but one thing's for sure, we learn something from it. So, and it also makes us become more critical thinkers when we look at these art pieces, because sometimes it's not just, people would assume it's ugly kaagad or it has this political, but it's beyond that when we look at art. So it asks us more. And that's what I love about works that makes us think.
Well, I was invited by Rodea. They're the curators, so it was really an honor to be here.
We are also encouraging creatives. It's beyond art. We also do merchandise and design. So we also encourage them, if we do have open calls, we have the Art Tienda as one of our platforms that features merch artists so that they could trial if their product would be noticed or the community is receptive to it as well.
We are selling hand-painted stuff and saka mga print stuff. Okay, at saka yung mga handmade stuff which is from imagination of my daughters.
I like to design mini hats and like doing some random stuff, fabric charms, like flowers, bows, and buttons. We add it into the hats.
Well, basically, this is my daughter's creations kasi when she was little pa, as around 3 years old, she actually likes to do the arts and crafts. So right now, this is a culmination or somehow a journey to her, and these are the results of it. That's the inspiration in itself.
Yeah, it's maganda. Kasi Sir Rob, binibigyan niya ng opportunity yung mga bagong entrepreneur, yung venturing into this. And was generous enough to offer this. Kaya and it takes somebody to believe in you na you can do it.
This art space is more than just a venue. It's a stage where Mindanao's artists can shine. La Herencia has become a vital platform for creativity, a place where local talent is celebrated and given the recognition it deserves. And at the helm, championing these artists is Mr. Rob Tañedo himself. Discover how La Herencia and Mr. Tañedo continue to uplift and support Mindanao's art community when Alampat returns.